What are the best ways to edit your videos to grow on YouTube? Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Anthony McLemore. And the story behind my channel is that I started my channel around 4 months ago with the goal of being an investing channel. But I had to change my niche and go into a completely different direction, which was probably one of the best things that could have happened to me personally. So since I have finally reached that 1,000 subscriber milestone, that beautiful 1,000 subscribers, I decided to make another video on not necessarily YouTube analytics, but how I format my channel or edit my videos in order to make my videos as effective as possible. So this video is really geared towards small content creators and people who are looking to get that next step and boosting their channel above 1,000 subscribers. And I really do think having an efficient editing process is one of the best steps towards that. So if you watch all the way to the end of this video, then you will learn exactly how I edit my videos, how I add cutscenes, how I add lighting, how I do color correction effects, just everything that goes into my editing process. This may be a long video. I'm not sure how much I'm going to cut out, but if you're interested in that, then let's get started. All right guys, first thing first, let's address the big elephant in the room. If you watch my previous video about me almost getting arrested by the FBI, then you know that was only part 1 of a part 2 series, and this is obviously not part 2, but part 2 will be coming out Thursday. As I said in one of my previous videos, I like to do a YouTube analytics video on Mondays and then a storytime video on Thursdays. So this week I'm getting back on track with that, and you can expect that part 2 of the FBI story on Thursday. So before getting started into the actual editing process, I want to go into a couple external components that are really key with editing my videos, and that is having an external microphone and also having an external hard drive. So with the external microphone, I use the Yeti stand-up microphone. I got this on Amazon for about $100 to $120. And I also use the free Audacity program to help me format my audio. And with the external hard drive, I can't pull it up too far, but I have a LaCie hard drive right here, and it has about 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte worth of memory. And this is where I keep almost all of my videos that I've ever recorded. So those are the 2 major external components. Now let's get right into the software and the editing process. So I know a lot of people use iMovie to edit their videos, and I used to use iMovie at one point in time, but now I use Adobe Premiere Pro on my PC. But from my experience, you can use some of the same tips and tricks from Adobe Premiere Pro in iMovie as well. So just because you use a slightly different program from the one I use doesn't mean you can't still use these tips and implement them in your videos. So as I share my screen with you guys, the first thing I like to do is go to my external hard drive, and this is where I have all of my videos sorted. So I go to YouTube again, and then videos, and now I have all of my videos pretty much that I've ever recorded, if I've not deleted some, on this hard drive. So for the purpose of this video, I actually recorded another video going over 101 video topics that you can create a video on. So I had planned on uploading that video, but now I'm not sure if I'm going to upload that video or not about the 101 video ideas. So if you're interested in seeing the video that I'll be working on in this video, then leave a comment down below, because I'm not really sure if I'm going to upload this video going over the 101 video ideas. So I have my folder of all the contents of the video here, and the next thing I need to do is go into Adobe Premiere Pro and make a project to get started working on everything. So while we're in Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm going to make a new project, and I'm just going to call it 101 video ideas. And now that gives me this blank slate that I can get started with importing my data for my video. So what I do now, I just go back to my external hard drive and I get all of this data. So we have here, this is my data file from Audacity, from what I'm recording with this Yeti microphone. And these next 3 files are actually my video footage from my Canon camera that I'm using. If you're actually interested in any of the hardware that I'm using in my video, I will put a link to everything that I use in my videos down in the description below, so you can check that out on Amazon or anything as well. Don't feel obligated to buy it at all. I actually use some pretty budget friendly items. So if you're interested in just looking at it, links will be down there for you to browse at your own convenience. So now we have all our data imported, and this is actually one of my more easier videos to edit because I don't have any screen recordings I need to import into this video. And obviously for the purpose of this video, I won't be editing the entire video on camera because that'll just take way too long, but I will go into the just how I set up my recording. Now let me do a quick disclaimer. I am in no way a video editing expert. I know that some of the things that I do when editing my videos are a little bit more inefficient, and they can be a little bit costly as far as time wise go. So I will please ask you that if you have any other more efficient ways of editing your videos to not edit my videos, then I am so open to criticisms and information. So just leave a comment down below and I will be sure to read it, as it will help me get my videos better in the future. But moving forward, one of the first things that I would do is import my data to this time sequence or this timeline, and then I'll import my entire audio sequence to the timeline as well. So since I'm not editing this entire sequence in this video, I'm just going to do the first video segment. So I'm going to make this a little bit larger so it's a little bit easier to see. And then I'm going to chop off the rest of the part that I don't need. So the first thing I want to do is I want to align the audio from my Yeti microphone with the audio that was captured from the camera so that the words match up from my mouth with the video sequence. And to do that is really simple. All you have to do is just line these 2 audio files up. And the way I like to do it is I like to make a cut after the first sequence and make a cut after the first sequence on both. And then I delete whatever comes before it. and then I drag and drop. And now I do a little bit of a listening test just to see if it lines up. Hey man, what's up? That sounds pretty good to me. So obviously I don't want to reveal too much of this video just in case I do end up uploading it, but I do think it will be pretty cool just to see the behind the scenes of how everything's going on. So now that everything is lined up from the beginning part, all I do now is just cut off the end. And now I have two audio files that are lined up with the video. So it's gonna sound a little bit echoey, but let me play a little bit of a clip of what it sounds like now. Video for you guys. So if any of you have ever been in this same... So obviously the audio quality is not good. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna play a sample of what the camera audio quality sounds like versus what the Yeti audio quality sounds like. So here's the camera audio just by itself. All right, since my evil twin couldn't think of any video ideas, now here's the Yeti audio. I have the perfect thing for you guys. So obviously it sounds a lot smoother, cleaner, and less noisy than the camera audio, and that's one of the reasons why I love this microphone. So since we have the audio that we want now, what we want to do is separate the camera audio from the video, and we can do that by holding Alt and then dragging over the audio. And now we can delete it and drag our Yeti audio up. So once we have these two together, we want to connect them so they're always together. If we make a cut, you can see now if we make a cut on the video, it won't automatically go on the audio, and that will take a ton of time if we don't connect these two when we're trying to edit the video. So what we're going to do now is a simple nest. We're just going to nest these two clips together. So now if we want to make a cut on the audio, we make a cut on both the audio and the video, so it just saves us a little bit of time. So now that we're done with the first step, the next thing that we want to do is correct any visual imperfections in the video. And what I mean by that is color correction. So the color on this video looks okay. It's not terrible right now, but we can make it look a ton better. So what we do in Premiere Pro is we go to color, and now we have this bar on the side where we can start playing with the color. So I already have a preset of the colors that I use in every single video, but as I go through, you can obviously just play around with the colors and find out what is best for you. I like making my videos look kind of cool, kind of blue-ish, so it makes the colors really pop around me and the colors that I typically wear. So what I do for my temperature, I like to take my temperature all the way down to -17. It gives it a little bit of a blue hue. And I like to take my tint up to 7 as well. That gives it another little bit of a blue hue. I leave my exposure at 0, but I turn my contrast up to 2. It kind of makes the colors pop a little bit more. And the next thing I do is I turn my highlights down to 25. It kind of gives my face a little bit less of a sharp white look. And then I turn my whites up to 5, and I turn my blacks down to -5 to make everything just look a little bit better. And after that, I want to add myself a little bit more color, so I just turn my saturation barely up to 105. So this is the end product that we have. It may not look a ton different, but when we turn off the filter, you can see what it looked like before, which is kind of orangish looking tint, to what it looks like after. And personally, I think the after looks a ton better. It has a much more appealing look to the video, and it just makes me a little bit happy about the work that I've done. So now that we have that done, the next thing I like to do is go to effects, and this is all before we even start cutting or editing the video. But I like to put a little bit of a denoise preset on my audio just to make sure to eliminate any white noise that may be going on in the background, like the humming of my computer, the air conditioner running, or anybody stomping in the background. I like to get that out of the way. So I have my presets up here, and what I can do is just drag my denoise preset here, and that's basically set to 25%. So if we look over here, so it doesn't sound a ton different, but I will give you a little bit of a clip of what exactly it does. So this is the audio before the denoise. I have the perfect thing for you guys, and this is after. All right, since my evil twin couldn't think of any video ideas, I have the, and I know it's not much of a difference, but it does take out some of that little white noise that may be lingering in the background. Now, I don't want to make this video extremely long, so we're going to try to fly through the next couple steps that I do. And one of my favorite things to do to my videos is add graphics. So how I add my graphics to my videos is extremely easy. You know how sometimes I add that subscribe pop up to the bottom? So here's exactly how I do that. What I would do is I would go to my animations that are already pre-saved on my computer, and I'll just drag one of them over to my project. So let's say I want the 1K animation, I want my Instagram tag. I just do those for now. How I'll put my 1K animation up is I just simply drag it onto the screen. And now I have this huge green bubble, and I like to make it a little bit bigger than what it usually is. So I like to make it about 125 to 150. So this is what it looks like before I put any green screen on it. I have the perfect video for you guys. So if any of you have... And now once I add a green screen, you can see how much better it will look. It takes everything that is green out of the picture. So this is the final result. You see that it pops up very cleanly and adds a professional appeal to your videos. And with my Instagram tag, it's pretty much the same thing. I just drop it onto the video, and then I just drag it to wherever else I want it in the video. Other than that, the only other thing I do for my videos is I cut out all of the pauses. So let's say I wanted my video to start right here. I'll just press delete and I'll cut out all the pauses, and then I'll just have this part of the video ready for me to edit. If I wanted to add any cutscenes, I would simply make a cut in the middle of the video and then drag it and then place the cutscene that I wanted in the middle of the video. Other than that, I would simply repeat the process for all the video clips that I have and mash them together and then rewatch it at the very end just to make sure that the video looks clean and professional. So that's how I edit my videos. If you enjoyed this video or found any kind of value in this video, just make sure you smash that like button and that subscribe button, as it really does help my channel. Man, we're growing so fast over here and we are still trying to reach that 4,000 watch hour mark. The 4,000 watch hours is about 10 times harder to reach than the 1,000 subscribers is, and I'm at about 750 to 800 watch hours right now. So your boy got a long way to go before we can get the actual AdSense monetization going on, but we are fast tracking our way there. As I said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and just make sure you tell a friend if you found some kind of value in this. But until next time, peace.